Hi, Kyle Coberline here, checking in from just outside Buffalo, New York at Grand Island, KOA. This is a holiday here, and we're just outside Niagara State Park. We typically don't do a lot of KOAs. They're nice, they're clean, they're a nice place to stay when you're traveling. We like a lot more trees in the state park atmosphere or national parks, but I mean, this worked out great. I definitely recommend this KOA if you're visiting Niagara Falls or Buffalo or the area. And I'll ride through the campground on my one wheel and just give everybody kind of a view of what it is. They do have a sweet playground I'll show you that's got this like roller coaster type swing thing that I've never seen before. My son loved it. So let's take a little ride. So I'm here at the entrance to the park. They've got a little pond over here, and you can rent and kayak and canoe and paddle boat. Then you've got the check-in station. When you check in, they check in, and then they have somebody in a golf cart that escorts you to your site. Make sure you have no problem getting in. So that's nice to have somebody to, if you came in and you're not as familiar with some of the parks or how the systems work, to have somebody show you. We'll head down this area first. So the sites that we stayed in, we were in a pull-through that's got like a concrete patio with patio furniture. It was nice, and we hung out up there. We had a fire. They've also got these cabins that you can rent. Cabin B5 for some reference. Here's our campsite down here at the end. We were in A53. The wife and I thought it was pretty neat. So there's like a theme park right next to the place. It's been shut down for a couple years. Apparently the water park part opened back up this year, and whoever bought it, I guess, has plans to get the theme park cleaned up and back up and running as well. Here along this side, you've got some just gravel pull-throughs. But still very nice. I mean, they're not mud holes by any means. They're really level, easy to get in and out. Up here in the front of the park, they've got a playground. This is the smaller of the two playgrounds. And then they've also got a pool, which closes down earlier in September. Laundry room on the bottom side of the check-in. And the game room, I was actually impressed, was very legit. So like if you're here on a rainy day, I mean, they had air hockey and a lot of the old arcade. I mean, there's probably 10, 15 arcade games in there. So I mean, kids would love that on a rainy day. I'm headed towards the back part of the park. The road's a little rougher, so I'm trying not to eat it on my one wheel. Once again, I mean, very nice. I mean, even these grass sites are really level. These pull-throughs back here are really level. I mean, this is definitely a convenient stop, especially if you're here to not necessarily camp, but visit sites in the area. That was one of the things that was explained to me by the campground people, because I'm not super familiar with KOA, so I do apologize if there's some inaccurate information or something I should have said. But they have different level of KOAs. So like I forget what they're called, but you got like a base, a middle, and a premium KOA. We're kind of in the middle, and what she told me, she's like, the more there is to do in the area, kind of the more basic the campground will be, because it's more or less just a place to stay, while you're going to go do things. If it's a destination KOA where like people are going there to camp and stay there and do things there, then that KOA will have more stuff for people to do around the campground. Here's the back playground. And of course the big large pool in the rear. That's that super sweet like swing slide thing I was talking about, where you go up the platform and it goes all the way around sitting on a swing slide. They've got a permanent cornhole set up, what I would call like monster ping pong. I'm sure it's got a better name than that, and ladder golf and bocce ball and horseshoes, so lots of stuff to do. They've got cabins back here in the rear. One thing I will say, which is really appealing about a KOA, is if you've got a monster rig, and when you're 40 foot, 45 foot, those can be very difficult rigs to get into a state park or a national park. I mean, the state parks and national parks are just old, and people didn't have monster rigs back then, and more people were tent camping or towing small trailers. So KOAs, I mean, where they're newer, they're more modern. I mean, if you got a big 45-foot rig, I mean, whether it be a big A or monster Super C, I mean, you're gonna have tons of space to get turned around, backed in, pull through. A little less stressful for most. I mean, in all honesty, I haven't seen a bad sight. I mean, they're all riding over some rocky ground, and it's making my voice stutter a little bit. But I mean, everything's super well done. So they have Wi-Fi here. I mean, it's good for surfing the internet as far as if you're trying to look up stuff to do, places to eat. Video, not gonna happen. You know, trying to upload any large files, it's not gonna happen. We do photography as well, and yeah, I couldn't get anything uploaded to my website. Cell phone service here, you know, we have Verizon. It's okay. I mean, you can definitely make phone calls, and we FaceTime, but not necessarily anything high speed. Well, I'm headed back to my rig. We've been on the road for 18 days and not ready to go home yet, but I gotta go back and make money, do my job. And you know, I really appreciate people taking the time to check out some of the videos I create. I hope this stuff is helpful. People are always welcome to reach out to me. And happy traveling.